I am live. I'm just finishing setting up a few things over here on my computer. And then we'll be good to go. Hello, I am live. Look at that. Good morning, everybody. Well, it is afternoon, so I don't know about morning. But, hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let me see, there's a couple things I can fix on the camera really quick as well, and then we'll be good to go. Sorry, give me one thing setting up. How is everyone's morning going? Afternoon. It is 2 p.m. I've only been up for a couple hours though, to be honest. Pretty chill Sunday, so. Okay. Here we go. Make sure everything's in focus there. Alright. Sneaking in. Hello, Sarah. How is it going? I'm going to drop my Instagram story really quick. There we go. Ooh. Lego posted something also. Nice. Okay. Here we go. How are we doing today, everyone? Today we're going to do some more streaming, or sorting. It is afternoon. I have only been awake for a couple hours, so it feels like morning for me still. Had some breakfast. Now we're here live. And we're going to be sorting a big bin. So if you remember last stream, we actually finished off this bin, which was mostly Scarif remnants. And now this is going to be kind of like the bin for big pieces. So, example here. That's a brick. I have this thing. This thing's not going to fit in the brick bin. The stickers are kind of peeling. I genuinely don't even remember what this is from. 4011. It was probably some city set back in the day. But this is just going to go into the big parts bin. That was loud, sorry. And that's going to make getting through some of the other stuff better, because we're going to have all this in the big parts bin, and it'll be way easier to clear through. So, let us begin. Well, we're starting off with non-Lego. I think this is a Mega Bloks. Yep, there it is, Mega Bloks. I've had a few Mega Bloks sets in the past. I don't get a lot of them, but I buy them here and there. Those usually go in a separate bin, though. I put the Mega Bloks in a Lego bin, which I think is kind of funny, to be honest, but it's a little joke for myself. Today we have a new bin of pieces. I'm not going to pick it up because I don't want to hurt myself picking it up here. It has a lot of big stuff, though, so lots of big stuff like this. Some of it has, like, this one had a slope on it. Ooh, we'll throw that over there. I wonder if maybe I should put that one here. Actually, ooh, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Let's move some stuff around. I've got the Hobbit Bag End song stuck in my head right now. It's been stuck in my head, honestly, since I got the Shire set. I went opening day. I do think that set is overpriced, but I also do think it's really cool. And I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. There's the poster right here. I can't see myself very well there. Yeah, it's kind of hidden, but the poster that came with, like, the day one poster, that one was really cool. So we got that one too. But yeah, here we go. I put the bin here. Oh, there's a brick separator. Nice. Might be a little easier to get stuff that way. Or at least you can maybe see what I'm building. Oh, look at that. There's a ice crystal. That's a cool one. I'm going to keep this out for Burke. This is going to go in the Burke bin. I feel like that's something that can be very, very useful for that mug. I've swapped the tiles bin out for this one. So this was where the tiles were. Oh, my little microphone's making the little light thing too. Maybe I should get a picture on there. Right now it's just a square. I wonder if I can find one of my old little emojis I did for another stream. But yeah, here we go. time to dive in. I have tons of like this piece too. I don't remember what this was from. This was on like an old pick-a-brick wall or something, I think. I don't even know if it was a pick-a-brick wall or like some other random like bulk piece thing, but I have so many of like this weird like cell tower thing. Honestly, that piece is the main reason I wanted this like bin of separate pieces, because I wanted to get like have a place to put all of those, because there's just so many of them. Those and like these are from Belleville. My sister had a lot of Belleville sets that have now gone into my collection. So like this is from a lot of like the underwater Belleville stuff. As you can see, here's another one. Here's another one. More Belleville. So much of this big bin is going to be Belleville stuff. This one I'm still going to put in the brick spot. Because it's a large brick, so you can use it for like support and stuff, because it's just like a thick brick, just curved. So this is going to go into the brick bin still. That one's going to be a brick, technically. And then we got lots of stuff like this, like old rock pieces from like castle sets and fortresses and stuff. This thing, just a giant truck chassis. See, we're kind of getting to some of the weird fun stuff now too. But like this is just like a big truck chassis. It's a Lego piece. It's all one piece. But that's also going to go in that big bin. Stuff like this too. This I have no idea where else it would fit, so it's going to go in the big bin. I'm turning the gain down on my microphone, sorry. There we go. Ooh. And then, like these two, I think I'm going to put this is a Belleville horse. This is a Lego horse right here. I know it does not look like it, but this is a like real Lego horse. Belleville. So this one too is just going to go right into the big parts bin. I might go back eventually and put some of these. I have a bin of animals, but it's kind of full right now. And these ones are like, would take up the whole bin. They're like dinosaur size, right? So I think these might go into a different place. But for now, this is going to go in the big parts bin. And then to go along with that one, here's the baby horse, the little guy. Again, this is like a real Lego piece. This is from Belleville. If you guys haven't seen some of the Belleville sets, they're highly worth taking a look at, because some of them are like really freaky and weird. This I'm going to put in Burke too. This is a dragon wing from, I don't remember which dragon. I think it's a cool one though. I know the rest of the parts for the dragon. Oh, like here's another wing. They're around here somewhere. These though I am going to put in Burke, because I feel like I could use these for something, for a dragon build. I want to get a dragon, sorry that was a loud clap. I want to get a dragon episode out for you guys soon. Episode 3 is going to be about rock work. I'm working on that video right now. It'll be out on April 12th. Today is April 6th. It'll be out in 6 days. So look forward to that one. And then after that one, I think we're either going to do a dragons episode, or we might do some more rock work, terrain. The main things we got to do right now are rock work, terrain, and dragons. So those are the 3 things. We're definitely going to have a dragons episode soon though. It might not be until I get back from Japan. Okay, if anyone there in chat has any ideas, there's these pieces. Part of me wants to put these in like bricks or like slopes. I might put these in like slopes too. This one I think I'm just going to put towards How to Train Your Dragon, because it's a big slopey guy. With this one, I think we're going to go slopes with this one, just because it is like a slope here, even though it's kind of a weird shape. I think this is going to be a slope. If you have any other ideas though, let me know. Oh, hello, Jose. I'm gonna guess that is. Welcome to the stream. Nice emoji there. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? We got a plate here. And now we're kind of just going through the arches. I am going to put in bricks, though. We got balls. This is from Mindstorms. This is like a Mindstorms ball. This is a real Lego piece here. Real Lego piece. So it's kind of weird. It's just like a big sphere ball. So this one, it's interesting to put this one in builds, but like big ball contraption people love this kind of build, this ball too. This is just going to go in that big parts bin. Same thing with here. We're going to get, I'll show you just why I'm doing this. All of this stuff has been like sitting on top of the bin, so it's hard to like get through to the bottom. To add more, again, Belleville. This is a really cool piece for like stuff, but also it's like kind of hard to use it it's hard to see too because it's clear. But yeah, this is a cool piece. It's also from Belleville. Some of their more like underwater stuff too, which is really fun. So yeah, you can kind of see why we're doing this big parts bin. This though, this is I don't know why I have this in here. This is I think I'm gonna put in a separate bag. It's actually like just a little piece of plastic, but like the old way they did it. This was like from a really old set of sets. So this one is definitely gonna go into like its own, probably like a bag or a box. I have a bag of like capes and stuff, so maybe I'll put it there. These are like some crazy Bionicle piece. I think these are from like one of the Bionicle vehicles from like the Glatorian era or something. Treads, I'm gonna throw the treads in there because they're just kind of big. They get in the way. Again, like all, these like cell tower things. There's so many of these. You get like Belleville again. This one's green though, so it's like same piece as this one, but they had a couple different colors. Belleville had a lot of really big stuff because their characters were like giant, right? And another one of their horses. I think I have a lot of my Belleville stuff in this bin. It's gonna be nice to kind of get through it and put it somewhere else. Over here. Also, like big ugly rock pieces are gonna go into this bin, unless I'm using them for a build, obviously. But like, it's a great bin for some of those to go into. This though, just like a brick. It has these weird. This is like back in the day they had these weird little like prongs on them on the top, so you could like kind of put another piece and it would like hold it in, but they don't do that anymore. But this is a really weird shaped, like, it's a brick. Has pins on the sides from some old sets too. It's going in there. And more of these. I have like a bunch of these just all over the place. Again, I think I got these from a garage sale. I genuinely don't know what they're from. I think it's from like a space thing. Maybe I should look that up for one of these streams, but lots of these too. These are going to go in the big parts bin. This one though, this is just a slope. This is printed, by the way. This is a full printed. This is also an older piece. I think I probably got it at a garage sale. Yeah, printed. So that's really cool. That'll go over in slopes. Another one of those ice ones. How to Train Your Dragon. I did consolidate all of the parts to be used for Burke into this one bin. You can see it's mostly slopes. Slopes and wedges. That's really what I need right now. We got a lot of rocks to build on that one. I may have made it a little bit too tall, but we're going to figure it out. And we're going to get it done by June. The Lego Pick-a-Brick wall has had some really great, like, little wedges on there, so I will be getting as many of those as I can in the coming weeks here. Again, like wheels. I'm probably going to put, like, these bigger wheels just in the random big parts bin. This is nice. It's just a brick wall. This I'm probably going to use in Burke. Plate. There's lots of really big plates in this bin too, which is gonna be nice. For the stuff, finally have something to take apart here. Plates. Lots of bricks. How's everyone's day going? It's a bit of a raining one for me today, but I actually like the rain, so I enjoy it when it rains. Same thing here too, this big wheel that's going to go in there. Don't know about this, like this big axle piece I'll probably throw in there for now too, but I do have a separate bin for Technic axles, but I have not got one that might be big enough for that one though. Ooh, a couple big slopes. This is just a whole set. This is those Lego Star Wars fans out there. This is the Resistance Battle Pack. I am going to take it apart, I think, though. It's kind of in ruins. But this, sometimes the Battle Pack builds I just end up throwing into the bins. Because I'm really, I'm there for the minifigs with Battle Packs usually. But it is nice to get, ooh, there we go, some of this stuff back to use for other builds. This one has a lot of really weird stuff. Again, I'm kind of have this like generic bin. This is just stuff I'm going to have to sort later. Plants and hinges. I haven't quite figured out a good system for those yet. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? I think I'm going to put these dishes over in plates for now. I don't know if I've made that decision before, but I think they can work in plates. Slope. bracket. This past week went and saw the Minecraft movie. It was everything I expected it to be. But I had a very good time with it. The theater experience was pretty... We saw it like opening night, so Thursday the 3rd. And the theater wasn't as crazy as some of the videos I've been seeing online the past week or so. This I want to put in slopes too. It's kind of slopey. It's like that car hood piece. I think this is a good piece to go in this. It's a good candidate for the slopes bin. Yeah, it was a very rowdy crowd. Everyone was screaming at the meme bits that we all love. We've been seeing online for forever. Like it was like brain rot Avengers Endgame experience basically, which was hilarious. Was it my favorite movie? No. Do I think I would have fun? I think it's already made a ton of money. Ooh, some nice wedges. I think it is going to get a sequel, to be honest, because it's made a ton of money. I do hope in the sequel it's just a little more accessible to like an adult audience besides just the meme brain rot aspect. Because I think there's so much potential. Where is it? I lost a bracket down there. I think it's gone though. There's so much potential for like even it to be just more accessible to adults. Kids movies can be accessible to adults still. And still do very well. Some of my favorite, like a lot of you here on the channel are here for my How to Train Your Dragon stuff. I love How to Train Your Dragon. I think it's the perfect example of a kids movie that's still incredibly accessible to adults. So, like stuff like that. And I do hope if we get a Minecraft movie 2, it's a little more accessible to adults. This is huge. This is gonna go in plates though, I think. I think that's the best course of action for this one. Because I think dishes and plates... Ooh, maybe I want to do tiles. It is rather... No, it's going to go plate. I'm conflicted about that one, actually. We'll take it out if we need it later. This is also just a full set. This is from, I think, Monster Fighters back in the day. This one here. It was a carriage. I think there was a skeleton horse here. I think the Mummy rode this one, if I remember correctly. That was a fun theme. I loved some of those Monster Hunter sets. I think they were really cool. I'm sad we didn't get very many waves of those, because that would have been a very fun theme to keep getting today. Ooh, look at this one. This is that old brick with that like pin on the top. This goes with that. So same thing. It like goes on top, and the pins kind of help hold them together a little better. So it's like an older style of pillaring that they used to do back in the day. But that's also fun. I love seeing like some of those older pieces and the old techniques and stuff, and how they all work together. Plates. This is more of like a wedge plate, but that I could use for How to Train Your Dragon. Big long slope. Ooh, I do think I gotta get a Technic bin though for just like these kind of parts. That might be a good thing to do too, because this isn't really a brick or a plate, but it is Technic. So maybe I'll turn this bin for now into Technic parts, and we can find a more elaborate system later on. Oh, these ones are fun too. So this is a printed brick. This is meant to like look. Let me get a little closer. Meant to like be a brick to. Let me see if it'll autofocus. Come on. No, it won't. Okay, this is like a little brick though, and it's printed. This was like used for some of the like the castles and stuff. They used these to like show more like a brick wall texture. Those were really fun. This too, this was definitely part of a set. I'm sure it came with an X-Wing or a Y-Wing or an A-Wing or something. A cart to carry the ammunition or whatever it needed to carry. these pieces, like this, if you guys have, I'm sure you've seen it by now. It went super viral. RoboNut did a video on why these pieces are so good, like pieces like that. If you haven't seen the video, check it out because it's really cool. He does some really awesome stuff with those pieces that I didn't even know was possible. So that was a really cool video. It went like super viral on YouTube though with the Lego community. It has like 600,000 views. But definitely worth checking out RoboNut and his channel. It's more of that Bionicle stuff. Big wheel. Here again, this. I'm sure you all know what this is. But just old. It's old AT-ST. We're going to take this one apart though. There's got a ton of good pieces in here for us. And this thing's just been sitting in here for a long time. This isn't, I don't remember which year this one was. These are slopes though. Slopes can go over there. This is an older one though. Much older. I've had a few iterations of the AT-ST in my time. Now that I'm putting the dishes in there, I don't know if I like that, but I think I'm going to stick to it for now. Remember, again, these are all going to get sorted down eventually, so I'm going to put Technic stuff aside too, because I do have my Technic bin out for later today, so I can sort the Technic pieces. Hey, yo! What is up, Richard? Pog indeed. Ugh. Okay, this one's kind of dirty, but I'm going to use the carpet technique. There we go. Cleaner. How are we doing today? Happa. This one's a bracket. We got a nice trans red bracket, or not bracket. What is that thing called? Great. Great is the term I was looking for. And here we go. We got lots of bricks in here, lots of gray plates. This sorting system has already proved so useful though, everyone. I'm glad you're so good now. We're back. We're live. This sorting system though has been super useful for my building recently. Because it's been way easier to find pieces. So, like, things are going way faster. I'm so glad that this is getting sorted. And I'm so glad I get to do it live with all of you. Ooh. These are printed, too. I was sure those were stickers, actually. But that's a printed, like, great piece. Great tile on the back of this AT-ST. We really didn't know how good we had it back then with all the printed stuff. Printed pieces are so nice, and I really hope we start getting some more printed pieces and stuff. I would love some nice good, especially like, I feel like there's some things that they could print and be able to use for a lot of stuff, like especially in Star Wars. There's so many like patterns and symbols that are reused. We could print those and just keep putting them in everything. Which too would drastically help the part inflation issue, because like some of those printed parts get so expensive for like just because they have one. This is the only set they came in, so there's only one set with them. Nice little wedge. This was actually from a Aquaman set, I think. I don't love the DC movies that much. I haven't watched a ton of them, but this set has some like sand green masonry bricks. That was a good set. I picked that one up for sure. Like the little, I think it was just the $20 one, which is why I got it. Because I was like, well, $20 is kind of hard to pass up when you got like 3 exclusive minifigures in there. And I had a ton of sand green, so like it's just a really good part set. That was wrong. Oh well. I'm not standing up to get that one. Oh, back to the AT. I feel like when I'm on these streams, I'm so scatterbrained. I just keep jumping back and forth over all the various parts in front of me. Bricks. More plates. There you go. This, again, some more Belleville. There's like a piece of a sticker on there. I'm sure me or my sister put, I think, yeah, maybe it is an actual sticker, but there's a little fish on there. Put on there. More Belleville stuff. There's tons of that. I think that's what most of this bin is. This one, though, this is interesting. This, I think, was used in, like, Rock Raiders. So, pre-Power Miners. Power Miners was my era, but Rock Raiders was also really cool. I have some Rock Raider stuff I found at garage sales. Back in the day, too, people didn't really realize how valuable some of this Lego stuff is. This is a weird one. Look at that. This is a weirdo piece. Back in the day, people didn't realize how valuable Lego stuff could be, so it was really easy to find stuff at garage sales. Now it's like a little more of a challenge. I have a friend who's really good at it, though. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is not Lego, whatever this is. Looks like an action figure, like Blade or something. Spins. Oh, it like comes out, too. I don't know what that is, but probably goes to some kind of action figure or something I had as a kid. Oh, here, though. This is like a torso for those old Knights Kingdom action figures, and they have this lever back here that would actually move the arms. I think, yeah, here we go. So, like, if you had an arm in there, it would actually, like, you could flip this lever, and it would move your arm around. These were really, really cool. That does not have really a bin to get sorted in, though, so it gets in the big parts bin. Ooh, that one's going to have to be cleaned for sure. Cleaned. Put that one over there. Got some glue on it. Ooh, there you go. Oh, the method. Okay. So, we have 4 main bins here. So there's this one, these 2, and there's one over here that I've hidden. This is the bin we're sorting out of. So, like, oh, this is weird. But then, like, this piece doesn't belong in any of the bins. So I have a 5th bin here. This one is the parts that are huge, and I don't have anywhere to put them. So, like, that's what a lot of this stuff is. This is all going to go in there. It's just a bunch of really big, weird stuff that doesn't fit a category. But our categories are plates, bricks, slopes, and tiles is down here. And then I also have a bin here. This is just for stuff I'm going to use for How to Train Your Dragon for Burke. And then this is stuff that is like little stuff that I'm working on finding a place for. The goal here is to get all of this, everything sorted into the 4 categories. And then once we get the 4 categories, we can break it down into smaller categories. So then the bricks can become like big bricks and little bricks, or like 2x4s will get their own bin. And then plates, same thing, we'll get plates and graded plates, like stuff like that. And we'll slowly start going from getting smaller from there. So we start big, giant sweeping categories of parts, and we're going to slowly get smaller and smaller. But the goal is to get everything sorted into the 4 categories first. We're on bin number 2. After this bin, we have 2 more big bins to sort through, just like bulk brick bought from garage sales, Value Village, random sets and stuff. That's all going to get sorted into the 4 categories. And then from there, we'll start refining, and that's when we can bring in some of the other like little boxes of random pieces here and there. And it'll all get sorted into that. Then we'll just keep going down until eventually, in like 55 years, I'll have everything sorted by part. I am not necessarily worried about color too much right now, at least. Maybe in 60 million years I will be, but for now I want everything sorted down by part, because it'll be way easier to find stuff that way. Oh, I did this to myself. I've stacked all these plates together at the pad wall, and they're going to be a nightmare to get apart. I think it's not worth the time to fully stack them like this, because the time you spend at home separating them is almost not worth the 3 or 4 pieces you save money on. I know it's more than that, but I am impatient when it comes to separating plates. But yeah, that's the system. Start big, go down small. Some of this stuff is getting kind of like weirdly sorted, but that's because these bins are going to be sorted out. Also, once these bins fill up, I think plates is going to fill up pretty fast here. Plates is probably going to go into this bin once this bin's done. I'm going to clean all of the plates, throw them in this bin so we have a clean bin of plates. Ooh. Belleville. Speaking of Belleville, though, we got one of the characters. Oh, and then I'll show you that. Oh, where's the horse? The saddles for this theme were really cool, so they fit the figures really well, and they actually, like, they clicked their legs into place, so they would kind of stay on there a little better, which was interesting. But yeah, little Belleville man on a horse. I'm going to clear some of these. But yeah. Yeah, I think the reason we're doing it this way, too, I originally, when I've been sorting stuff, I've always been like, oh, well, I'm going to sort by part and color, like, right off the bat. Never works. The first episode of this, like, series, I posted on YouTube 3 years ago. I was trying to do it by, like, part and color right off the bat. That was never, ever going to happen. There's no way. So, we're starting big and shrinking down. And I'm trying to live stream or video most of it so that, like, the sorting experience is documented. And hopefully some people figure out fun ways to sort. This is from those mechs. I don't know where I'm going to put that, actually. But yeah, like right now, like the brick and the arch, they're both going into the same bin right now. So they're both going into the bricks bin. But at phase 2, I mean, we're in phase 1 right now. Phase 2, we will separate arches and bricks and like down from there. So it's just going to be a long, probably like 60-year process of sorting things out. I'm going to be doing this when I'm like 80, still sorting. This is cool too. This is like a grate that can like go up and down. This, I feel like these were on like some pad wall or something at some point too, because I have a ton of these. Like here are 2 right now. Like there's just a lot of them. Nice little castle piece, but in black. I love these. I've used these in like a bunch of like little castle mocks in the past. Ooh. Here's Bionicle though. I do have a Bionicle bin of parts. I should probably get that out. We're going to start finding more of those, but Bionicle stuff. There's going to be a lot of that too. Ooh, and then here, this is the newer roller coaster piece. So like this is the one today we all know and love in all the roller coaster sets. We're very, very aware of these, but in the past we had those weird long ones. Do we think bricks? These could go in bricks for now. Maybe I need like a specialty piece bin to start. Maybe these go in bricks for now. Maybe they just go in like the big pieces bin, but these I think are smaller. They don't have to go in there. I don't know yet. They're going to get set aside. Oh, more plates I stacked at the pad wall. I do have a lot more practice. I have been doing this for a long time. I am trying to make my system more efficient so I can get better at building. Spend more time building and less time digging through giant bins of pieces for one specific piece that I know I need. Yeah, Bionicle. I should do a sorting stream where we sort through my Bionicle bin, because I have a ton of like old. In the chat, you guys have seen Robotic Doom. He's my childhood friend, and we have built so many like sick, amazing Bionicle characters, and I have some of them still built. Some of them have been built for like, it's been like at least 10, 15 years that some of those have still been built. So we can like go through and look at those, because there's those memes right now going around of like everyone saying their Lego lore, like this is what everyone thought you were doing on a Tuesday night, but this was the lore. You want me to sort all of your stuff? I'll do it. Or are you going to give me all your stuff? Either works for me. I am massively enjoying the sorting. But yeah, we had like crazy Bionicle lore, so we should go through the Bionicle bin one of these streams. I feel like maybe after the bricks are kind of done, we'll take a pause from bricks. We'll go into like a Bionicle Technic stream. Got a horse though. This is definitely gonna go into my regular animal bin though, so we'll set that one aside. Crate. Don't know where this is gonna go. Oh, and here's more of that pod thing from earlier. Ooh. But yeah, I think a Bionicle sorting stream I think would be pretty fun. Yo, you probably have some good stuff in there too. Some of the older Bionicle. Is this Lego? It is. That's a weird piece. It's like a window kinda. Some of those like throwback to the old days of Bionicle. I was just at Bricks and Wheels recently. I think the short is finally live on YouTube. I filmed that like 2 months ago, but they had like apparently they just had some like dude come and drop off like crates of old Bionicle. So they had so much like Bionicle everywhere. It was crazy. I have never seen that many Bionicle at a place like that. Cool like door. This can go in like that big pieces bin. Let's kind of clear some of this out, actually. We'll leave a couple of these so we know what we're doing here. Oh, yeah, we should take apart the Monster Hunters one. Wheels, I don't know what I'm doing with. I'll probably have like little wheels. I'll probably have a separate bin for those, but we haven't gotten there yet. I definitely love to look through your Bionicle stuff, though, and see what you got. Because, ooh, Bionicle is so cool. And then Hero Factory, a lot of people, hello, Robotic Doom, we were just talking about you. And our intense Bionicle lore that spanned a millennia. But yeah, what was I saying? I was saying something and now I've forgotten. But, oh yeah, Hero Factory. I know a lot of people in the LEGO community love to hate on Hero Factory, but I think Hero Factory was at least just as good as Bionicle. It was very cool. They had some great characters. I loved the updated ball joint system they did with Hero Factory. Very, very well executed. Very well done. Super, super good system there that made just customizing them so easy. I think we're going to throw this weird thing in plates. It technically has 2 plates on it. And eventually I'll find it again. So it can go in there. Well, yes, hello, welcome. We were just discussing Bionicle lore we crafted and how I think one of these streams we're going to go through the Bionicle bin and all the old ones we built are going to be in there. I'll pull them out and see. I also have like tons of these. I did first Lego League, which is like using the Mindstorms and stuff. So there's tons of these like Technic plates. I don't know what they are. I don't think it's a plate, but tons of those are used there. So I have a lot of those laying around too. But yeah, I think Bionicle stream would be a good step. I think I'm gonna put these buckets into the bricks bin. They stack like bricks. That counts. Yeah. Oh, that is just a piece of string. Ooh, the little like thing over. I know this is like using a lot of city sets for like forklifts and stuff, but I just think of power miners. Oh, hey Carter, what's up? You finally watched Brave New World? No, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I think if they kept Red Hulk like completely, like if you didn't know Red Hulk was going to be in that movie, the shock of seeing Red Hulk would have been crazy. I do think too, like it's not like I don't love it, but I think the action's really fun in that movie. The action is just like it's kind of like stupid fun action, which I really like. This is weird too. It's like probably from City or something. We need a Bionicle movie reboot. I agree. I loved those movies. We watched them so much, and then the last one, like the Mask of Life one, that one came out. That thing changed my life. That was such a good movie. I don't know if I'd like it the same amount today, but it was so good. I love that thing, and I really would love to see more. Like if they did like a Bionicle movie, to like so many movies today, right, are so nostalgia driven. Hit that Bionicle nostalgia. The people won't buy the sets right now, but maybe they'll come back and see a movie in theaters, and then maybe we'll get sets after that. But yeah, a Bionicle movie that would hit. This is nice. This is a big water piece. Ooh, more of that same color. This is nice too. This is from the old General Grievous. His like little bike thingy in the Revenge of the Sith. I have 2 of these because I had that set. I gotta hide that. I know where the other one is too. It's in a cup somewhere over there. Over there, I just have like a bunch of cups with like random pieces and stuff. But yeah, a Bionicle movie, like a Return of the Bionicle. I feel like the main issue here with Bionicle stuff, getting in sets, is that people like say they really want Bionicle, but they don't show up to buy the sets. So like the sets don't sell well, and then Lego's like, oh okay, well people don't want this, so we're gonna stop doing it. And I think it's not that people want Bionicle back, it's they want, like, their Bionicle back from childhood, which is not going to happen, obviously, because those sets are not getting made anymore. You can't just recreate them. But I feel like we could get a whole new generation of kids who, like, love Bionicle if we did some more sets, or, like, with a movie. I think, too, if you did a movie, the people who do... This is cool. It's a shiny rock. The people who didn't want to buy the sets because it wasn't their Bionicle, they would go see a movie that is like their Bionicle, right? So a movie that's similar to the Bionicle of their childhood. Like it'd be a big nostalgia thing, which the industry is so focused on nostalgia right now. So now would be a great time. If you're watching this and agree in industry, reach out to me. My email is on my channel. You know where to find me. I'll write it for you. This is also from Belleville. This is a harness for a seahorse. Like a giant seahorse. One of these days, we'll probably find the seahorse. This is crazy, though. More Belleville here. Again, there's like a little sticker there. It was probably like a little fish or a bubble. This, too, like giant door frame. This is going to go in the random parts bin. The random big parts. Ooh. It's a little Star Wars probe droid. Here we go. This bin has a lot of stuff that was like built before, and now it is not. So there's a lot of that stuff in here. I think I'm gonna put like some of these frames and stuff in the bricks bin too. It's a little different, but I think it's good for like the first general sort for those who go in there, and we can change it later. Make the Bionicle film with all the old character models being used, and halfway through the film, they all get upgrades. Oh, like Transformers. Oh, I see. So like Transformers 1. I really like that idea actually. So you get like the old Bionicles, like the original line of them, and then we can evolve them into new Bionicle, like a new theme, like a new age of Bionicle. That's a really good idea. I know too, oh my gosh, I completely forgot. There's a guy making like a Bionicle game, like based on like the original designs, that looks so freaking cool. I'm really excited to see that one. Ooh, and then a new look would allow LEGO to use new pieces and create modern versions of the iconic Bionicle characters. Exactly. That way you can have like people who love the old ones, they still get their old designs, and then LEGO is able to make new sets for a new generation. Because they've got all these buildable figures, right? And those are obviously selling in, like, Marvel superheroes. They did not sell in Star Wars, but those were ugly. But they've been making so many in, like, Marvel. There obviously seems to be a market for it if they keep making them. So I think a new, like, if they basically transition people from old Bionicle to new Bionicle in the movie, and then you do the full LEGO wave of new Bionicle characters. So if you have the old sets and you're lucky enough to have them, but but if not, you can go get the new upgraded ones. Yeah, exactly. That would be so cool. That would be a great way to do it. You should pitch it to them. That would be sick, though. Then you do a full Lego. Oh, I read that one. Yeah. But then, yeah, I think, too, that would create a big, like, lots of people. I think some Bionicle characters, like, you can still find, like, hauls of Bionicle for decently cheap at, like, some garage sales and stuff. And some, like, the older sets aren't super expensive yet. Some of them are crazy, like, outrageous. But some of them you can still find pretty cheap. So, like, I think a lot of kids could go out and get some of those older Bionicle sets. Yeah, that's a really great idea, Carter. Someone get Niels in here. I think this is actually a Lego string. That's weird. I'm going to put it in the big parts bin. Someone get Niels in here for Carter to pitch to him. That's a great idea. I think that, too, it hits everything. It hits old nostalgia. It hits the new generation. Like, here's the thing. That's my issue with the Minecraft movie. It's only focused on the current generation of kids. The only reason people my age are having fun with it is because of the memes, right? So, if you did something for Bionicle where you were able to get the old generation and the new generation together, that'd be perfect. And then, like, everyone's happy. You have people who loved... These I have a ton of, too. I'm all over the place. But these are, like, a crazy weird piece. Has, like, even a mirror on it. But, yeah. You get old generation. You get new generation. Everyone's happy. And then, this is a bubble wand, I think. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. Ooh, another wing. This one has been chewed up, though. I believe by a dog. I don't know, there's a little battle damage. This is from the Infinity War sets. This launched the giant, like, saw blade thing. Has even, like, a Bionicle launcher on it, actually. The little, like... This was built for the thorax launchers, I think. I think that was the first iteration of it. Man, yeah. That would... Bionicle Resurgence would be crazy right now. With how nostalgia-driven media is, I think it would do super, super well. Because then, too, like, even, like, making money-wise, Lego's only got to focus on making money with the new generation. Because the older generation, they might come get, like, 1 or 2 sets. They're not going to get a whole bunch of them. Because that's what's happened for all the Bionicle waves so far. They'll try to reboot it, and really no one comes out to get it. They always say they want it, but they don't show up. So if you get kids, like new kids in on it, then you don't have to worry about the older generation also buying it. You just got to worry about selling to the kids. This could work. This could work. This could be the way we get Bionicle back. I am all for it. Honestly, though, anything to get Bionicle back is good with me. I love Bionicle. It's one of the best things Lego has ever done, I think. I mean, it saved them, right? It saved the company, so... They don't need saving right now. Every quarter, they're like, we did even better than we did last quarter. And I'm like, that's crazy. How are you still growing? Like, that's wild. I really thought they were gonna stop growing at least for a little bit, but no. They just keep going up. Oh, and here's the other wing, also slightly chewed on by an animal of some kind. In this bin alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 brick separators from this bin alone. They give you so many of these things. Ooh, again, speaking of Bionicle, these were sick launchers. Where you'd load all the balls in here. Alright, I want to do some... Ooh, hey, have fun. Pre-production. That sounds good. Or I guess pre-production. Sounds good. Have a good time. Thanks for chatting and dropping probably one of the greatest ideas I've heard in, like, the past 5 years. A great little drop in. Have fun with pre-production, though. Let me know how it goes. Plates. Man, yeah. Now I just want more Bionicle stuff. It's not one of these streams if I don't knock something over. That seems to be the case. I almost knocked that over. Yeah. Honestly, too, even if... Yeah. Bionic will be so good. I love those Hero Factory... Like, the Hero Factory lore was sick, too. You could even find a way to, like, blend the two together, I feel like. It might be tricky, but you could combine their stories. And then same thing, like, you hit multiple audiences. Honestly, too, Ninjago just did the whole, like, pseudo-multiverse, I guess. It's not really the multiverse. But, like, the Ninjago world and the Chima world, they're kind of bringing Chima back right now in the Ninjago series. So, like, I feel like they could also tie it into that. Since, like, there's these different realms in Ninjago. I feel like they have a number of realms. I forget what they said, but... Like, in the show right now, the realms are kind of all merging, and that's why there's some, like, Chima characters in there. So I feel like we bring that back, too. Like, bring it into that. Then you get all the Ninjago fans invested, too. Which, to be honest, a lot of Ninjago fans my age are also just Bionicle fans, but, you know. There's a bunch of slopes on this. There we go. This has been a really great dig, too, because there's tons of gray plates in here. This is going to be good for Burke. Oh, and here's some, like, sand. This is also from that Aquaman set. This is a sticker. This one is. But, like, you have some sand green, like, tall bricks. And sand blue. That set just had sand green and sand blue everywhere. Which... Those are great colors. This is a weird one. I'm going to put this in a slope, though. But this, again, this is printed. This is an old Lego set. I don't remember what it's from. I think I got it at, like, a garage sale haul or something. But this is some cool printed stuff there. Okay. I'm going to start bringing some more like... I'm going to grab more at a time. Now that we're getting some of the big stuff out of the way. I'm going to throw all these in here, too. Into the big part spin. I think I do want a separate bin for, like, cockpit stuff, too. Just because these, like, especially the clear ones can get a little scratched. So I don't want to mess with that too much. Some more Bionicle, though. Nice claw. Love a good Bionicle claw. There we go. Oh, there we go. Brick, slope, brick. Man, now I'm just thinking about Bionicle. I wonder if maybe should see if we can do some Bionicle videos, revisit some old stuff, make some new ones. Bionicle was just such an iconic part of my life. I wonder what this is from. This. Maybe it was like, I think this actually was from an advent calendar. But most of that is stuff that is not getting put into these bins. Those are tiles. But the rest are specialty pieces of some kind that we're going to find a place for later. This is going to go into brick too. I know it's kind of like a weird great thing, but it's like brick height. But yeah, if you guys want to see Bionicle videos, definitely let me know. I'm more than happy to. Currently, videos are scheduled out, too, for, like, a while. I think I've got them scheduled out for, like, a month or so, because I'm going to be gone for so long, for a couple weeks. And there's a few more I'm planning to schedule in. Sneak peek, if you guys are... Okay, actually, real quick. This star thing, I think I'm going to throw in tiles. This is also something that was on, like, Lego Pick-a-Brick Wall and stuff, and in some advent calendars, but it's more of, like, a tiley piece. And cones I'm throwing in with bricks right now. But yeah, there's some video stuff coming. Oh yeah, here's another one of those weird tall brick thingies from Belleville. The one I'm most excited for here, though, if you've been with the channel for a long time, you've definitely seen it already. But it's like a new cut version. And if you haven't been with the channel for a while, we have had a lot of new subscribers lately, then you will get to see the Scarif mock that I made. We've got a kind of like a second release for that one. Recut and edited. So a bit of more just like a cinematic look at the mock. But with Andor Season 2 coming out, I don't have the mock built anymore. Scarif is dead. We saw it get taken apart in these videos, actually, these live streams, but I thought it'd be fun to bring it back. Oh, this is not going anywhere. This is glow in the dark. This is also from that Aquaman set. I have 2 others over here. I'm sure there's a 4th one somewhere, but they're glow in the dark studs. So those are very cool. I'm hoarding those off to the side. I'm sure they'll get used somewhere. Maybe even in Burke. We'll throw some glow in the dark pieces in the hidden world side of things for phase 2 of Burke. Whew. Which hopefully we'll have done for BrickCon. A lot of work to do, but the work is getting done. We'll have the next episode up this weekend. Well, not this weekend, because it's currently Sunday. Next weekend, I guess. And I'm excited for you all to see that one. And then we'll have... I think after this next weekend, I think that post went live. After this weekend, I'm committing to having a Burke episode every 2 weeks. Whether there's been a ton of progress or just a little progress. I'm going to try to have a ton of progress done for each episode or as much as I can. But we are going to have a Burke episode hopefully every 2 weeks to show off kind of what's been going on with the model. And then we'll be able to get more of that done. This is weird. I don't know what this is. This was from like a castle or something. This is definitely like a castle wall of some kind. But the shield piece, this is going to go in tiles. It's tiled off. It's a bit of like a weird tile, but it's still going to go in there. I'm going to put these hinges in the plates, I think, as well. I don't know if I've made that decision before, but I think I'm making it now. Hinges are going to go into the plates bin, at least for now. Again, we'll sort those down later. They'll get sorted into their proper bins. Ooh, these have like a little bit of tiling on them, so they're going to go in the tile bin. That's why the pieces that have some stuff tiled on them, but not entirely tiled, are going to go into the tile bin, even if they have some studs on them, because it's easier to find the studs in there, in the tile bin, than it is to find the tile with all the studs in the plates bin. Is my logic on that one. Plates, brick, nice. Ooh, Rock Raiders again. This is the grate that goes over the cockpit of the like Rock Raiders diggers and stuff. Those ships are really cool. They had like those giant drills and stuff on them. And I don't know if I actually have like any of the big rock guys in here from like garage sale hauls, but I have a bunch of like the old vehicles and stuff from Rock Raiders. So I kind of fixated on those for a little bit. A few years ago, I was a really, really big Power Miners kid. I have my rock monsters over here. They sit next to me while I'm gaming all the time. So, like, big Power Miners kid. And I look for Power Miners all the time. They're harder to find these days. But I'm only missing a few of the rock monsters and stuff. So, big Power Miners fan, though. And I fixated on the the Rock Raiders for a big sale. I was like, well, this is like kind of like Power Miners. And some of those, for a while, some of those Rock Raider sets were pretty cheap to find online or like in garage sales and stuff. Since that one's older. Ooh, here's like a castle terrace. Since those ones are older though, there was a while there where they were like really great finds at like garage sales, because you know you go to a garage sale, you see a Lego bin, you're like, that's probably gonna have Rock Raiders in it, and a lot of the time it did, based on some of the other stuff they had. More slopes, plates, sand blue tiles. This would have been great for the Jeff video. Both of these. The Jeff video almost didn't get made at a point because there was like, I was having such a hard time finding tiles and stuff in sand blue in my collection. They were either like already used or like gone. I had to rip apart the Bad Bat shuttle to get a bunch of those. But I was like, I have to make Jeff. It has to happen. I love that guy. Chair. Some more Technic pins. At the end of the stream here, whenever that is, we'll go through and put all the Technic pins away I'm finding. I'll kind of show my Technic pin bin, if you will. Are these are not Lego. Yeah, these are like bubble ones or something. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, that's a fun one too. Actually, this is gonna go in How to Train Your Dragon bin. Love stuff like this. But this is like a little skull face, and then on the back it has pins. It's like an older piece, but this is a really fun like detailing piece. I'll put that in the How to Train Your Dragon bin too. Honestly, I might use it somewhere. A little Easter egg. So look for that when the How to Train Your Dragon finale comes out. Probably for the inside. Look for the skull piece. If you're here, you'll know why it's there. It's an Easter egg. Ooh. Those who know, as they say. Ooh. Lots of bricks. Ooh. That's a great thing. Maybe I'm going to put like stuff like this too. I think this is going to go in bricks. This is not really a tile. It is tiled off on the top, but it's more of a brick shape. So that's going to go in bricks for now. Stuff like that, like modular, kind of like scaping stuff, is probably going to get its own bin eventually. For now, though, it is going to go in that tile bin. Ooh. We got part of a skeleton here. Put my hand behind it so you can see it, because it's also white. Part of a skeleton, so that's exciting. That'll get to go in the minifig bin. Maybe one of the streams, too, we'll take a look at minifig stuff. My minifig bins are over that way. Where is it? That way. Those are sorted by like piece. So it's torsos, legs, heads. Woo! I just threw that. Nothing super fancy there, but maybe we can go through that one day. Plate. Tile. This looks like it was from a bigger ship than the other stuff. I feel like maybe it fell off of something. But that's how it goes. If I ever need the pieces again, now I'll know where to look. This is also why I keep all of my instructions, which nowadays you really don't have to do because they have the instructions app, but I keep all of them because one day I might want to go back and build some of these. Here, brick. Here, weird stuff. Tiles. Brick. Slopes. We're finding a lot more like a bigger assortment of pieces in here too, because this isn't just stuff that was used on Scarif, right? So the past few episodes, it's really been like Scarif focused, so it's been like just stuff used on Scarif. But now, I feel like we're really getting into a bigger assortment of pieces. There's a little more fun to be had. A little more of a variety of parts we're finding in the bins. Oh, this is definitely used to be like a snowman hat, I'm going to assume. A little white head with a top hat on it. I think actually we found the snowman body earlier and took it apart. That's wrong. There we go. I think I'm making the decision now. No, I still want a clip bin, I think. Figure that out later. A little bubbly drink for a minifig. I'm still debating on where I put some of the like clips and stuff. I do think we need like a clip bracket bin. It's a kid's New Year's Eve brick from Legoland, California back in 2008. Legoland does a lot of like printed Duplo bricks and stuff. It's gonna go in the bricks bin, but those are always really fun to find. So I feel like Legoland stuff is cool. They have a lot of printed Duplo bricks you can get. Okay, where are we going? Ooh, this is some good Bionicle stuff too. I loved this launcher. Just load up all the ammo in there, and then you just flick it. This is really cool. I love those parts. Ooh. Yeah, no, there's some more Duplo in here. Oh, this is Mega Bloks, actually. This is not Duplo. This will go in the Mega Bloks bin. I almost just tossed it right in there. I am sorting the Mega Bloks out. Because I want to make sure I'm not using them unless I want them, basically. That was a brick. That goes in here. Gear. We'll probably need to have a gears bin at some point. But that'll go in the Technic area for now. Slope. This looks like it was part of an advent calendar somewhere. Ooh, this is the top of probably a Millennium Falcon mini build or microfighter or something like that. I see the circular shape of the Falcon there. A couple stud launchers though, nice to put in like. Sometimes I like to build box that are like set adjacent, so like they could be a Lego set, and I like to put stud launchers on those because then it feels more like it's like a Lego set instead of a Lego mock. So I like to use stud launchers on stuff like that. Or, like in Jeff, he had a stud launcher on the inside. Even though that function did not really work, it was there. So we'll have to modify that eventually. I guess it's a plate. I guess it can go in there. And a little fire piece. That can go in How to Train Your Dragon too. Okay. These are going to get put in the random pieces bin. I'll figure those out later. Ooh. More parts. So yeah, more of these. We've had a few of these so far on stream. These are fun though. I do like these. It's kind of hard to find a use for these, but maybe actually we can use these on like some of the Viking homes for How to Train Your Dragon. I'm trying to see, this one might have like a weird, I don't know if this is a part of the piece, but there's like a black line behind the stones. I don't know if that's part of the piece or if that's kind of a misprint. That'd be kind of cool if it was. These can go there. Especially if I find like misprinted like old stuff today. It's always kind of a fun find. Pirate cannon. This is before the pirate cannons could actually shoot, so this one you can't pull back. But back in the more recent pirate sets, these you could actually launch stuff out of these, which was super cool. And this is a Castle Terrace in red. That's also very nice. I kind of want them to bring this piece back. I really like this piece for castle stuff. I know nowadays they just make it with less pieces, which is probably the better way to go, but this was definitely the foot for that ATST from earlier. That's a leg right there. I hope we've also been enjoying the shorts. I'm trying to get 3 shorts out a week now. It's harder for me to get a short out every day because most of mine like take a while to edit and stuff too. But hopefully the shorts are coming out nicely. There's a few this week. Those of you that saw my elemental video, one of the ones this week, I go into a deep dive of that. So we take a look at Wade and Ember. There's a bit of a more thorough look at the Minecraft one that came out this week. And then we get right back into some challenge content later as well. But I'm trying to get 3 shorts out a week now. I think it's doable. We are scheduled out for like a month too. So if you're looking for a specific challenge or video or you've requested something, I promise I'm working on it. And it's probably queued up. But it is just not ready yet. So it won't be there yet. It's just waiting to post because I have so much stuff going out. And there have been a lot of things I've been trying to get out on time with some of the recent like movie releases or stuff like that. Most of my energy right now too is focused on getting stuff done for Burke so that can come out on time for the movie. Because that movie is right around the corner. It's coming real close. Ooh, that's a cool piece. We got this one too. This is a slope. But this is real Lego. Just a dump truck piece. This is going to go in the weird pieces bin. Wrench. This is part of a Lightyear set, I believe. This is one of the like little side builds on one of the Lightyear sets with that shooter, tile shooter. Ooh. I'm going to put these 2-plate tall bricks also in the bricks because this is a really good piece. And it's not quite as tall as a brick, but it kind of is just like a big brick. Or a little brick, not a big one. Sorry. This was definitely something. I don't know what it was, but there's ball joints on there. I hope everyone has had a good time on the stream today. I'm probably going to wind it down soonish here. Not quite yet. We'll do another 15 minutes of sorting, and then we'll... It's a little cone. It's like the little fez they use for the fez piece. For Doctor Who. Ooh. Yeah, you're going to go in tiles. But yeah, it's been a pretty successful stream. We've found some really cool parts on this stream. Oh, and this is a printed Avengers tile. This I'll probably set aside as well. This is from an advent calendar, but printed tile. Got the Avengers logo on it. We found some cool stuff on this stream, though. Lots of fun pieces on this one. That's kind of the fun part, too, I think, about sorting through is, like, sorting through the collection. You get to find all these old pieces that you may have forgotten about, or you just are like, whoa, I forgot that even existed at all as, like, a Lego piece. So it's really fun to go back and kind of find some of those older parts or, like, pieces you just kind of forgot you had in your collection. So you can use them to build something new. Oh, here's a Belleville mermaid tail. I'll get the guy out again. So, those Belleville figures, the weird looking guys, I think they can just go in here. Yeah, I think what you do is you just slide them in. Yeah, there we go. And then, you've got a mermaid. This is how they did mermaids for Belleville characters for all the underwater stuff. So now, this guy is a mermaid in a little sweater vest. Sweater vest mermaid. This is why Belleville had some really cool stuff. Like, this is a full fabric, like, mermaid cloth, which is really cool. But, yeah, Belleville mermaid. It's pretty fun, fun character. Oh, and here we go. Power Miner's wheel. Loved these things. They made some really sick wheels. It kind of looks like, to me, this is kind of like a little hologram device now. So, like, you have a little display in here with this old tree. But I just feel like little hologram devices to me now. This tree has tiles stuck in it. It's hilarious. Ooh. There we go. Get that out of there. Plate, brick. Tile. We're gonna have to find some places for kind of like specialty brick as well, I think. I have to have a new plan, because we're getting to lots more specialty brick now that we're out of the main bin and sort of into this like bin with some different pieces. I think maybe we'll need like a separate bin for just like the weird stuff bin, but for smaller ones. That we can kind of go through later. Kind of some more unique pieces that don't really fit brick or plate or tile or slope or any of those like categories. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, like here's some big ones. This is part of that like roller coaster system thing. I still don't know how it works, but oh, and like a gonk droid, but in yellow. This will go in the brick one, I think, for now. But yeah, these pieces are so weird. It's such an interesting set of parts. Got a harness piece, like a little long rubbery string. It's more of a specialty piece. I don't think it's big enough to go in the big parts bin. Let's see. Ooh. This doesn't work. I don't know what I was doing with this, but these wheels actually don't turn because there's an axle stuck in between them. But, like these, big crazy pieces. And the rest of this is Technic stuff, so I think we are definitely at a part where we need Technic bricks. Technic bin. That being said, Technic bricks are still going to go in the bricks bin because I think they're more useful there. Mostly because I'm not a Technic builder. So, I don't build a lot with Technic. I mostly use them for structure or, like, in Burk as support. Instead of, like, using them for their designated Technic feature. So that's where mine are going to go, probably. And I think we're going to need a bin for the other Technic stuff. So, like, the rounded off ones, things like that. Some of the axles and, like, weirder stuff. 2 giant wheels, though. This is also, I believe, from Mindstorms. We made a bunch of robots with these guys. And a little trebuchet thrower. Those are fun. Brick Technic. Alright. We'll do another few handfuls here. This is like from Knight's Kingdom as well, from those buildable figures. I think this is a Mega Bloks head. I don't remember what like sets these are from, but I know I had a couple of these like Mega Bloks, like kind of castle-y sets, I think. That'll get set off to the side. I don't really get that many Mega Bloks sets anymore, though. It's just really not. I don't like their sets as much. I do. Some of their Pokemon sets are kind of fun, though. I have gotten a couple of those, but I just really like the Lego system. So when I go to the Mega Block ones, I usually don't like it as much. But also, they don't have... The only IP they really have that I want sets for is Pokemon. I do love Halo, but I just never wanted those Halo sets. The Destiny sets, I should have bought some of those, though. I'm a big Destiny 2 player, and I should have bought some of those Mega Bloks Destiny 2 sets just to get some of those characters. Because those were kind of fun. As much as I'm not a Mega Bloks guy, I did think those were kind of fun. I think I just wanted them to be Lego sets, though. Here's a bullet launcher. I know I threw one of the bullets over here earlier. I don't know where it went, though. But yeah, I do definitely like the Lego system better, and I'm really glad that we're getting Lego Pokemon sets now. Because I'm excited to see what Lego does with the theme. Because some of the Mega Bloks ones I did think were kind of fun. Like some of the bigger builds, I think, is where they really exceeded. Like the Gyarados and stuff, those are really cool. This is like Mars Mission, I think. Like those I think were good. I just like some of the little ones, like the little guys in the Pokeballs. There's something about their molds that's like uncanny to me. Which honestly I'm kind of worried we're going to have an issue with the Lego ones too. I think there's going to be kind of this like uncanniness to the molds, but I guess we're going to find out when those come out. Alright, we're going to try to keep doing streams here every Sunday. I think this week I'm going to try to get a stream done on Thursday as well. Ooh, Power Miners. Number 2. This is from that like mech thing. Loved that one. I think the plan is to do a build stream on Thursday night. That'll be the last stream for a couple weeks. It's the last stream before I leave for Star Wars Celebration. So there'll be a couple weeks without streams. And then we'll be back right after. We'll start doing a little more streaming. We'll talk about Star Wars Celebration, all of that. We'll get the vlog going. We're definitely going to have a Star Wars Celebration vlog. I'm really excited about that. To show off some of the stuff in Japan. Because we're going to go all around too. We're not just doing a celebration. So, because that would be a very long plane flight for just a couple days. So yeah, there'll be lots more fun stuff after. But I think for this week I'll post about it later today probably. We'll have one more stream this week on Thursday. A couple weeks off, and then we'll come right back and we'll keep doing some more streams. Because I'm having a lot of fun with you guys in chat. Streaming, and the channel's growing. So we got lots of new people out here. Welcome to everyone new as well. And thank you so much for watching and sticking around and subscribing from the new videos. And be ready for more. I actually have a lot of stuff scheduled to go out while I'm gone. So this, I think, was an advent calendar build of Anakin's little Jedi Starfighter. But yeah, lots of stuff scheduled for while I'm gone. Lots of videos. I'm excited for you all to see them. Some nice slopes here for Burke as well. Wedge, plate. Ooh, here's a little, like, this is probably from an advent calendar too, probably from a city one. It's a little computer. A little computer to cashier at, just like you're working at the Lego store yourself. These are kind of nice. These are like little like roundables. These are a newer piece too. Those are gonna have to go in the specialty bin. Ooh, dropped that one. Ooh, there's another piece down here. Brackets. Ooh, this is like a dish and a. I'm gonna call that a plate for now. And a nice little silver Lego Star Wars blaster. That's a good one. I like those blasters in that like silvery color. I think it's a really, really nice blaster color there. Couple more tiles. Woo! That one in the wrong one. Tiles in that dark blue color. That's nice. I do like those. That dark blue. I think it goes really well with using it for water pieces. Like this stuff. This is a nice dark blue. Really great for like putting under the... It's the newer one, the dark blue. Trans dark blue. That one with some of the dark blue brick under it. That's what I used in Burke. That gives it that like really deep, cold look, which I really like. I like that cold water look. I like the light blue better, I think, but for Burke, we needed it to be that cold color, so it's a nice, cool, dark blue. Whoa, that's a weird piece. Okay. Little mug. There's a ton of minifigure accessories in this area, too. Oh my gosh. It's a good little batch of pieces. I think we'll do this as like the last handful. Maybe grab a couple more pieces from there. And then I'm going to bring out my my pins bin. And we'll show that part of the sorting system. Because I have it over here somewhere. And we'll sort all the pins we found from like Technic stuff. Oh, that one's gone. There's also lots of like little stuff to take apart in this one. So lots of little tiles and things. I think a lot of my advent calendar builds got tossed in here. Because a lot of times after the advent calendars get built, I will just take the minifigs and some like the printed stuff, and I'll throw a lot of the other builds in the. That was the wrong bin. Oh well. I'll throw a lot of the little builds back into the bins just because I use them for parts a lot. That I think was wrong. Oh yeah, I see it. That bracket does not belong there or there. My brain's starting to sort stuff into the wrong bins. Gotta lock in. This is a fun little slope. It's like a really thin one. A curved slope. Nice little vine piece. We know the vine well. The translucent vine from the challenges. Da-da-da. There we go. There's been a lot of really nice tile pieces here to use for Burke also. So, tiles and slopes. So I'm excited to get some of those in there. Because Rockwork is coming along. I'm really excited for you to see the first iteration of the rock wall. It's not finished, obviously, like there's no way it could be done by now, but a lot of it is done. And so like a big main chunk has been covered, and I'm excited for you all to see it. I think it's gonna look really cool when it's all covered that way. I'm really excited with this Burke build so far, and I'm excited to see where we go with it. So we'll have some more of it soon. This Saturday. More Burke. Tile. Brick. That's a weird window piece. We'll put that over there for now. Whew. Sorry. Ooh. There's a lot of dust with all the pieces, so the dust is activating the sneezing. This was definitely from an advent calendar. It's like a little build probably, but I know it is because there's a little snow stud, like a white stud in the stud launcher. Probably because it was most likely shooting a snowball. I love when Lego puts like the little like winter flare on some of the Star Wars stuff in those and as like a little snowball or something. I think it's really cute. Okay. Let's just take apart this clump of brown pieces. And then we'll get the Technic bin out. We'll do like one little more disassembly. Da-da-da. Plates, bricks, brick. The plates bin is filling up really fast. I do think it's going to be really nice. Once this bin is all sorted through, having that plates bin, maybe this one too, that has some fun stuff. This is part of that ATST, I think, also, actually. Having this all like sorted out is going to be nice out of here because then we can put the plates into that bin. It's a bigger bin, so we'll get some more area out of there. I really didn't think plates was going to be the thing to fill up the fastest, but here we are. Sometimes the bricks surprise you. Oh, there's some weird stuff in here. Okay. Okay. But yeah, after this, I'm gonna grab my. That has like a gear and a weird Technic thing. It's more of a brick though. Brick. Brick. That was a tile thingy. Oh, it's completely lost now. I tried to dig it out, but it didn't work. Okay. Let me show you the Technic sorting system. Where did I put that bin? I know it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Give me 1 second. It's off to the side. Ooh. I think I've shown it before, just briefly. But again, this is a bin from Michaels. And they just open like this. They have a bunch of these little containers inside, but like this is the one for like, I have each one sorted by the piece. So here we have the black, just the regular black pins. We'll put them in there. These are nice because you can just pull one out when you need it. Usually when I'm working with pins, I need tons of these. So I grab the whole thing. And then like in here, I have the blue, like axle, 1/2 is an axle. I do separate them out a little bit. So for example, these are in the wrong spot, that's why. Like this one, these are the gray pins. So like the ones that are looser, they go in here. Just because they're looser, they're going to be a different, you're going to need them for a different case. Same thing with the cross axles. I have the tan and the gray ones in here because they're looser on the pin side. So they're used for a much different case when you need something to be loose. In here though, I just have all like the 2-length cross axles. They go into this one. And then we've got a bin for long pins. They go in here. And then pins with studs also have their own little bin here. But the ones I have today are gray, so we have 2 of the gray ones. They go in here. But yeah, this just makes it really easy for like, especially what I do. There's not a lot of Technic stuff, so I can just get this out, get all the pins I need, just take out the pieces I need, and then when it's done, it all goes right back into this bin, and I can stack it again. So it's a super nice way to do it. But that is going to round out our stream for today. We did a good 1.5 hours of sorting. I forgot one. Oh well. You can go into the bin later. A good 1.5 hours of sorting. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. We got a lot of good stuff done. And then you can see why I wanted this bin. All of this random big stuff, like that much, was just sitting on the top of this new bin we're sorting, which was making it really hard to get down below. But now, this bin's like cleared way down, so you've probably seen it like slowly decrease as the stream goes on. But because so much of that big stuff was on top, it was hard to get below. But now that we've gotten below, it's way easier to just grab something, sort it out really quick into its various bins, and then move on. So I'm going to go put all these minifigure pieces away. I'm going to put this horse into my animals bin. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks everyone for chatting. Carter, Robotic, Doom, Hapakuya, Jose, and Sarah. There we go. How's everyone, I think, today? Thank you so much for chatting. I appreciate it. We had a very good Bionicle conversation today. Make sure you like for Bionicle. If you like Bionicle, make sure you give the video a like. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next live stream. We'll have one on Thursday, and then we'll have one 2-week break, and then we'll come back to live streaming. So yeah, we'll all see you on Thursday. Thanks so much for watching.